Morning. So this week we're gonna work on. Let me look at my board. This week we're gonna work on glute bridge, side steps, donkey kicks, and wide squats. But we're gonna use them with a loop band. So I have these loop bands that I love, and they are from Fit Simply. You see, I have 5. They come in different sizes. The light green is going to be like an extra light, real thin. Put this in here. Real thin, but you're able to pull. With the resistance is not as heavy on that band. We have the blue band. That one says light. The resistance is a little bit more tighter, but not as tight. So you still can do some movements. I have my yellow band, that's medium. So this one is going to, the resistance is going to be more. So you're going to feel more pull, or I like to say toning with that particular band. Then you have your red band, which is heavy. That's really going to feel it. The black band, I reserve for those days where my reps are not high, but I really want to feel that that extra tone, and that is my extra heavy. So working out with you all today, I have decided that I am going to try to alternate between the bands, just so you could kind of see. So my squats, I definitely use the extra heavy because I really want that tightness in there. So this week you all will do 4 sets of 10. If you feel like when you start out with the light band that it's too light, bump it up and keep bumping your band up, and that's how you're gonna build your resistance. Kind of like with dumbbells, how you do, you start out with like a 2 pound, and then a 2 pound gets to be a little bit too easy. So then you say, well, I'm gonna go up to a 4 pound. So treat these bands the same way. All right, here we go. Mello is saying good morning. At some point, he's gonna move off my spot, okay? The first one we're gonna do is, which one requires me to be on the floor? The first one we're gonna do is our wide squat. For my wide squat, I am going to use the heavy band. It's because I like the way it feels. Scoop up, Mello. Hop up. I'm gonna put this right there. So what you do is you take the band, you step in the loops, you step in the band, and you make sure that band goes right above the knee, the lower part of the leg. You're gonna stand hip width apart. Make sure you have a slight bend in your knees. So this is how I look forward, facing you all. This is how I look on the side. I don't have a chair that I can grab real quick. If you are not comfortable doing the squat, the wide squat the regular way, like I'm standing, a standing wide squat, you can do it on a chair, okay? Standing wide squat, you're gonna spread your legs shoulder width apart. Shoulder, legs. I'm not neat, so it don't really look that right. So then you're gonna turn, well for me, I'm gonna turn to the side, and I'm gonna spread my legs a little wider, and I do like a heel toe method. So the heel toe method is, I'm standing wide, heel, toe. So I'm just moving my heels out. This is the wide stance squat. And then you just squat and you raise up. So I'm gonna do 4 sets of, I'm just gonna say 10 for the sake of time. But with you all, for you all, you do 4 sets of 10. For me, I'm gonna do 1 set of 10. 1, 2, and you go back as far as you can. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love these bands because these bands kind of hold in place. Now, if you feel that that's too easy, heel toe one more out. Make sure your toes are pointed outward and not inward. So you're not going to be looking like your knock knee like this. You're going to be out like this right here. So when you squat, you're gonna squat wide out, not wide in. Squat, and there you should feel your pull. So do 10 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can tell you music helps when you have it on. So next thing we're gonna do is our side steps. Now, if you're just starting out, try the light. If you feel the light is too, and I'm actually gonna show you how it feels with the light. So I'm gonna use the heavy when I get ready to actually do the workout. But this right here is the extra light. You see how that pulls right there? Look at that. By the way, this is a great arm exercise, tone. But you see how that pulls with that one? Here's the heavy. See that? Right, you see that pull is not as easy as it is this light one. Woo! This heavy one, still pull. So I'm gonna show you how to do the side steps with I'm using the extra light for the side steps. Now, when you do your side steps, make sure you have something that you can hold on to. And the reason I say hold on to it because you can get kind of unstable with this. Put your band at the top of the ankles, like so. See? You're gonna stand hip width apart, or shoulder width apart once again. You see the band? All right, so then you can either do one or two things. You can find something to hold on to, or you can just do it. So I'm gonna do it from without holding on to anything, and I'll show you how I do it with hold on to something. Hold it on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What you do on the left, you do on the right. The right side, left side, I'll do it without holding on to anything. And my hands will be on my hip to stabilize me. Find something like a wall or a corner or a spot to fixate on. So for me, I'm just gonna look straight ahead of the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you can do it where you can have your foot touch the floor, which is what I do. You can also do it where you actually just go straight up without your foot touching the floor. Touch it, but I prefer the foot touching the floor method as a method to stabilize you, okay? All right, so now we're gonna try this same workout with the extra heavy band. Let's see, we'll put this right here. Just so I feel that you can see my feet. All right, the loop band goes around the same way, goes to ankles. Now you get to really see the difference. And I'm gonna wiggle her down. I'm still hip width apart. Here we go. 1, but you see this time, if you look at it real carefully, you see I'm not kicking that leg out as quick as I could when I did the light band. Because this one adds more resistance, so it kind of pushes you and forces you to clench in your lower body, which still works your core because you have to stabilize yourself. So with the heavy band, I'm gonna do it both ways. 1, see how that my leg is not going out like it would, like it did with the green? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I promise you, I feel every bit of that over here. So my core is engaged on all of these exercises because I want to make sure I can still feel that toneness, and I'm not causing more stress on my back. So that one I did on the right side with the assistance of the squat bar. This time I'm gonna do it with the assistance of just my hands on my hips. Ready? All right, here's a side view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are my side steps. So you can do side steps a couple of ways. You can do it that way, and you can also do a side step literally as a side step. So for my side steps that I do, that's more like a shuffle. I squat kind of, sort of make sure my knees are bent, core engaged, arms are out, and I just shuffle. And you can do the same step without that run method. So without the running method, you just do side, foot, leg come in, leg go out. Leg come in, leg go out. Out, in, out, in. You're still gonna feel the pull the same way. The next one we have is our wide squat. I'm gonna use the same extra heavy band. I like the extra heavy band because I like the toneness of it, but when you all start out, don't start out with an extra heavy band because I don't want you to cause injury to yourself. All right, so same way. Legs out, feet width apart, knees bent. Ready for your pose? Like you're literally gonna punch somebody. Squat. Oh, we had wide squats already, didn't we? I gotta take that part out. We did. Hold on. Glute bridge. Okay. So the next thing is glute bridge. All right. For your glute bridge, you're gonna keep the band on the lower right above the knees, right above your knees, the lower thigh. So I'm gonna squat down with the band just like that. All right. So last week we did it, and we just did the glute bridge without the go with your bone. We did the glute bridge without the band, without the weights. This time you're gonna do it with the band. So your band is around your lower leg up above your knee. Go get your bone. Roll on back, and you're gonna do your glute bridge the same way we did it last week. You're gonna have your hands by your side, down flat. Spread your legs further apart as far as you can get them with the band. You should feel go get your bone. You should feel a pull. Raise up. Count to 10. Your core should be engaged. You still should feel a tightness, almost like a pull. And you're gonna feel like your legs are gonna want to pull in. Go get your bone, please. What you do is you have to make sure your heel is planted firmly in the floor, and you raise yourself up a little higher. Your back is gonna be flushed almost. You're not gonna have a bend in the back like this. You're gonna have it up. So it's like a board, like your back, like a board is up against your back. And then you're gonna do that. You're gonna count to 10, but you're gonna do that count 10 times. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Up. Now your glutes are gonna be on fire because they're gonna be burning, because you're gonna be clenching them, because you wanna make sure you're keeping your core engaged. Your form may try to be compromised because of the way that we're doing this, and because of that, the fact that now you're using a band, but do not compromise your form for the sake of trying to relax. What you do is you cut down the amount of holds you're doing. So instead of doing a 10 hold, do a 5 hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. So if you notice a little bit earlier, my knees were in. I quickly put them back out. So I could feel my knees, well, my body, my lower portion, trying to buckle on the pressure. But you just got to push them back out. Woo! All right. So that is how we do our glute bridges. Now we're going to do another one, which is called our donkey kicks. For your donkey kicks, Don't use the heavy. Don't use the medium. I would start out, this is the medium, so the medium is not too bad. But starting out, I would start out with the light. Probably the extra light. So I'm gonna do the extra light so you all can see how it's, only because of the pull. And once again, I don't want you to injure yourself as you're going through this process, as you learn how to use your loop bands, because the loop band should be fun. Okay, so we're gonna loop the band around the foot, and I'm gonna loop your band around your foot. But I'm gonna flip over, and I'm gonna loop my band this way. You're gonna be on all fours. See how the band just went around? All right, so now the band is around. My core is engaged. You can't really see it because of the shirt, but my core is engaged. And I don't have my back slumped under like that or up like this. It's just a straight back. So make sure your back is straight. With this one, you're gonna do 4 sets of 10. You're gonna do 10 on each side. So you're sitting like you're on your knees, on all fours. Take your right leg with the band and just go move it back up. Now, did you see how this band is rolling down? So for me, I feel, because that band rolled down, it's not tight enough for me. And that was the extra light. So I'm gonna go with the light, loop it this way, but this time, I'm gonna spread my lower body a little bit, open it up more wide, more hip width, and we're gonna try this again. See, the band is still rolling, but it's not as bad. So because I don't want you all to go up higher with the weight, with the resistance in this, I'm gonna show you how I loop it. You see how I just put it at the base of my foot? So you just move the band from the ankle on the foot that you're gonna use to kick up, move it to the base of the foot, and kick. Make sure you're looking straight ahead and fixating on something, and you just do 10 this way. This is still light, and I can still feel a little pull, probably not as much as I would want. So I will do this 10 on the left, and I would move my band and put the other end on the on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna try to scoop as much as I can because the bodyguard won't move. And then, you see how this band is right here? It's between right here versus being at my ankles. So it's at the foot, and we just go up. Okay, thank you, Noah. I look straight ahead. My core is engaged. And you just count to 10. I'm pretty sure you won't have anybody up under you, which will modify the direction that your foot should go. But when you have 4-legged people, they don't want to do the right thing. All right, so that is how you do your squats, your side steps and the side shuffles, your glute bridge, there was something else, and donkey kicks with these bands. Starting out, once again, I would not recommend you use the extra heavy, which is the black band. I would recommend, if you want to go heavy and play with it, so go with the red. Yeah, the red is a medium. Do not do your donkey kicks starting out on a red, because the red is still kind of tight. So for your wide steps, or your steps, for your wide squats, for your side steps, and your glute bridge, it's okay to use the red or the black. Heavy or extra heavy. Just be careful. Know your body. Start out with the heavy. If the heavy is good, stick with the heavy until you feel you're ready to move to the extra heavy. And remember, this is not about how fast I can do it or can I be like XYZ. This is just like running. You know your race, you know your pace, you know your body. If 4 of 10 sets is too much, do 4 of 8 sets. But don't do 4 of 8 sets if it's comfortable. In order for your body to really change, you have to get out of that level of comfort. You don't have to be an extremist, but you need to get out of your level of comfort, because you don't want your body to get used to what you're doing all of the time, because if that's the case, your body's not going to change. All right, so if you have any questions about other exercises to do with your loop bands, or if you want me to do like a Zoom or a live with you just to make sure I'm watching your form, you're doing it right, things like that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Some of you have my number. For those that don't, feel free to send me an email at anchoredtruth, ANCHOREDTRUTH, one word, @gmail.com. Enjoy your bands.